Hey guys, welcome to a new video from Hellsbuttmonkey, all on the old Magic Arena. I got a bit of a different video for you today. Considering we're moving into a new set, I thought I'd be doing a nice recap of the story to date. We're going to have a look at what's been going on, going back all the way down to back through Dominaria, Ixalan, Amonkhet, Kaladesh, all the fun stuff. So, I hope you're sitting comfortably and you have a nice hot cup of cocoa, because it's story time. Welcome back, guys. Let's get straight into the story. Okay, we're going all the way back to Zendikar, where we first met Gideon, Jace, Nissa, and Chandra, where they teamed up to become the Super Friends, or the Justice League, or as it's officially called, the Gatewatch. Basically, these guys teamed up to face down, first up, Obnix Ilix, who was a demon, who was a planeswalker, who is now a planeswalker again, who helped mess up everything. And while they were on Zendikar, they faced down the Eldrazi, who were big, giant, tentacly things. Think Cthulhu, only there's 3 of them, and there's lots of other crazy stuff. So they had to face down the 3 Eldrazi Titans, who were Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, who liked eating things, and Kozilek, who was greatly distorted. These guys, they ended up killing Ulamog and Kozilek, and Obnix Ilix ran away. That was in Oath of the Gatewatch, where they decided to take their oath to become the Gatewatch, or as everyone likes to call it, as I said, the Justice League. But killing the Eldrazi, who were giant floaty things that lived in the space between planes, they had to pull them through into Zendikar, and Chandra set them on fire. But Ugin, who is a spirit dragon and a planeswalker, was very upset with Jace when he did this, because apparently this could have grave consequences for the universe. And he told him that another old planeswalker, Sorin, would be even less forgiving. So, Jace being Jace, decided to go and find Sorin. He went all the way back to Sorin's home plane of Innistrad, which was all going to hell, because everyone was going mad, going crazy and stuff. Mostly because Nahiri, who lived on Zendikar, was pissed off that Sorin sent the 2 Eldrazi's to Zendikar and trapped them there originally, which caused her home plane to get messed up. So she decided to send Emrakul, the big mummy of all Eldrazi, to Innistrad to destroy it. As you do. Tamiyo teamed up with Jace to try and fight off Emrakul, and in the end, our favourite necromancer, Liliana, joined the Gatewatch and used an army of zombies to hold off Emrakul while they locked Emrakul in the moon. So, everyone was happy, and now we had our 5th member of the Justice League. Following this, they decided to go back to Ravnica, where Jace had a mansion, and his butler Alfred, where they lived for a while before Dovimban showed up from Kaladesh and tried to recruit them as peacekeepers on the planet while they held some giant inventors fair. Now, unfortunately for them, they went to Kaladesh, met up with their buddy Ajani, who's a cat, and while on Kaladesh, ran into an old face. Good old Tezzeret, who was working for a shadowy figure in the background. Yes. But Tezzeret was operating as a head judge for the fair, so he could steal the planar bridge, which was an invention that let non-planeswalkers planeswalk. He disappeared, and the Gatewatch, apart from Ajani, who joined the Gatewatch but decided not to follow them because he didn't agree with them, they followed him to Amonkhet, which was Egypt land, where there was basically an entire world who worship a god pharaoh, and they're all trying to get to the afterlife, and unfortunately the god pharaoh is Nicol Bolas the Planeswalker. Yes, Big Daddy Bad of the entire Magic universe. He's been manipulating the entire planet, so they all kill themselves and ascend to a higher plane, in which he basically turns them into his zombie army. He destroys the city that he's built up a nice worshippers cult around, kills all their gods, brings in a group of new gods who are very scary, batters the entire of the Gatewatch, they all leg it, and Jace gets stuck on Ixalan, where he meets Vraska, who is a Gorgon, and he knows from a long time ago back on Ravnica. Vraska is also stuck on Ixalan because, well, no one can leave. Because Vraska has been tasked by Nicol Bolas to find the Immortal Sun, which is an artifact that stops planeswalkers planeswalking. While there, Jace, who's lost all his memories, becomes best buddies with Vraska. They also become very close, and I think they become nice and intimate. Snakehead chicks apparently do it for Jace. But while there, Jace realizes he has to still. Nicol Bolas still needs to get the artifact so they can escape. So he comes up with a plan. Gets Vraska on his side. Vraska then lets Jace mind wipe him, but leave an implant of the memories so that when Jace activates the trigger word, Vraska gets all the memories back, so she can work as a double agent while working for Nicol Bolas. You with me yet? So Tezzeret shows up, takes the Immortal Sun away. Nicol Bolas is all happy. Eventually, we have an issue where Nissa doesn't agree with the next step of the plan. Gideon and Lily want to go to Dominaria to kill the last of Liliana's demons, so she gets all her powers back, and they can face Nicol Bolas with a powered-up Lily. Nissa thinks Lily's just taking the piss out of them, so she quits. Chandra also leaves, leaving Lily and Gideon to go to stay on Dominaria, hunt down the demon, with the help of some new friends. Khan, Jaya, and Teferi, hero of Dominaria, who looks a lot like Will Smith. These guys have great fun and hijinks on Dominaria, where they kill the Demon Lord Zenlock and free Lily from her contract. And then they decide to planeswalk off to Ravnica. Unfortunately, although Teferi has joined the Gatewatch, Khan and Jaya decide, now we don't want to join, but we'll just be your pals. We'll help out if you need us. Should you need us. And so they all planeswalk off Dominaria. Unfortunately for Liliana, she can't leave, to her surprise. And that's because she defaulted on her contract, which was written by Nicol Bolas. He's now taken her hostage, kidnapped her, and is now using her as his slave. Well, hey. That leads us to Ravnica. So far on Ravnica, we've seen 5 guilds. The Golgari are controlled by Vraska, who is working for Nicol Bolas, but is secretly a sleeper agent for Jace. The Izzet, who are working for Nicol Bolas, with Ralzarek and Niv Mizzet. The normally evil as hell Dimir, who are actually working as the good guys in this time. And then we have the Selesnya and... which one have I forgotten? Boros, who are also good guys. Now we're moving into Ravnica Allegiance, where we're going to see 5 more guilds. The Orzhov, who have Kea, who seems to be an implant by Bolas, who seems to have also murdered the Ghost Council of Orzhova, who originally run them. The Azorius, whose leader Asperia has been murdered by Vraska, and is now run by the previously mentioned Dovin Ban, who's working for Nicol Bolas. Then we have the Rakdos, who are run by a demon who just blows everything up. We have... who's next? We've had Rakdos, we've had Azorius, Orzhov, the Gruul, who like to smash things and are run by Domri Raid, who's another implant from Nicol Bolas. And last but not least, well, clearly they are least because I can't remember their name for a second. Simic. And they're just squid people. But it looks like all the guilds are now lining up behind their respective sides. Are they good guys? Are they working for Nikki B? But the one thing's for sure, the poop is about to hit the fan, because the block after this is called War of the Spark. And it looks like we're going to have a massive Planeswalker war. So I'm really looking forward to that. I hope you loved my random recap of all of the insane stuff that's gone on so far building up to this. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything out. I really do think Teferi should be just played by Will Smith permanently. He looks like him as the Aladdin character he's playing. But anyway, follow me on Twitter, stalk me on Twitch, follow me all over the place, and peace out.